Welcome once again to Really American. I am Michael Haim. I don't know if you guys recall the relationship that former Biden White House press secretary Jen Psaki used to have with Fox News pretend reporter Steve Doocy. It was always glorious watching their exchanges. It was kind of like Jen was the way better, cooler, smarter, obviously good looking older sister, and Steve was just like the annoying, stupid little brother who like wipes boogers everywhere on her. Like that's just kind of how it was. I used to love seeing her shut him down. Anyway, well, ever since Karine Jean-Pierre has stepped in the role as press secretary, she's kind of like taken over in that sense, where she's just like she's a little bit more, I guess, understanding than Jen was, but there's also these key moments where it's just one big, massive eye roll over and over again, having to deal with this epic douche. Actually, it should be Peter Douchey, not Ducey. That happened, and it just so happens that happened earlier today at a press conference. There was a heated exchange earlier today when White House correspondent reporter for Fox News, Peter Ducey, was going at it with Karine over Vice President Kamala Harris calling for more agents on the southern border as she amps up her campaign and toughens her stance on that. Let's take a look at that.
And how long have you guys known that Vice President Harris does not think President Biden is doing a good job at the border?
Wait, say that one more time?
Well, she's now promising to hire thousands more border agents than there are now under President Biden.
Wait, but start your question again.
How long have you guys known that Vice President Harris does not think that President Biden is effective with his border policy?
I mean, that you're making a huge jump. Why she did not say this. This is something that you are assuming. I don't understand why you would assume that. It's not true.
She has a campaign ad where she is saying they need more Border Patrol agents. If President Biden's doing such a good job, why do they need any more border agents?
We both believe that. The president does want more Border Patrol agents. You know who's getting in the way? You know who's getting in the way? Republicans in Congress. They're getting in the way. You know who else is getting in the way? The former president, Donald Trump. He's getting in the way. I mean, there's no daylight here. I'm not understanding the question because there's no daylight. The president believes that as well, and he's worked towards doing that. There's a bipartisan, I know you guys probably get sick of me saying this, but there was a bipartisan agreement that was on the table that the president worked through for a couple of months with Republicans in the Senate and Democrats. They were told not to move forward because it would help Joe Biden by the former president. That's their decision.
And there's one.
Karine, of course, is referring to the bipartisan deal to secure the U.S.-Mexican border and provide military aid and then to Ukraine and Israel, which appeared to be doomed. Biden pleaded with the obstructionist Republicans to do something, reconsider blowing it up. Now, he said that before Mitch McConnell went on and said, well, this bill, it's all about that. There's nothing I can do about it. Meanwhile, we know that the Trumplicans were kowtowing and paying fealty to me because they didn't want to give Biden a win on what Trump claims to be his only issue ever, immigration. So Karine obviously was pointing to that.
The ongoing crisis at the southern border is a top issue for voters this year as well. And this morning, both President Biden and former President Trump are weighing in again on the bipartisan immigration deal working its way through the Senate. NBC's Aaron Gilchrist is traveling with the president in Columbia, South Carolina. Aaron, good morning.
Willie, good morning to you. Senate negotiators have been inching closer to a border security deal after months of work here, but it could all unravel with former President Trump urging Republicans not to do a deal, prompting talk about blocking an agreement so that voters can blame President Biden for its failure and credit Mr. Trump with getting a deal if he wins the election. Now, the former president embracing the fallout, really, for his attempts to sabotage the deal.
I noticed a lot of the senators are trying to say respectfully they're blaming it on me. I said, that's okay. Please blame it on me. Please. Because they were getting ready to pass a very bad bill.
But President Biden still urging the bill on, asking Congress to pass the current plan that's on the table, and he'll sign it. Speaker Johnson issued a statement challenging President Biden to issue executive orders on this, saying that the president doesn't need Congress to fix the broken border. President Biden responding to that here in South Carolina.
If that bill were the law today, I'd shut down the border right now and fix it quickly. A bipartisan bill would be good for America, and Congress needs to get it done.
Now, Border Patrol says that a record 300,000 undocumented immigrants crossed into the U.S. in December. Speaker Johnson says that President Biden has ample authority to act immediately. Willie?
And as you say, even Republicans in the Senate are urging their colleagues in the House, take the deal. It's as good as it's going to get for us. Aaron Gilchrist in Columbia, South Carolina. Aaron, thank you.
Now that she has stepped in for President Biden and is seemingly posed to become the official Democratic presidential nominee next week, Kamala Harris naturally has slammed Trumpty Dumpty over this. Listen to what she had to say the other day at a rally.
We know our immigration system is broken, and we know what it takes to fix it. Comprehensive reform that includes strong border security and an earned pathway to citizenship. But Donald Trump does not want to fix this problem. Be clear about that. He has no interest or desire to actually fix the problem. He talks a big game about border security, but he does not walk the walk. Earlier this year, everybody here knows, earlier this year we had a chance to pass the toughest bipartisan border security bill in decades. But Donald Trump tanked the deal. Because he thought by doing that it would help him win an election. But when I am president, I will sign the bill.
Of course he did. Trump had 4 years to do something about that, and all he got was a crappy border wall that can't hold up in wind. Remember? The one that Mexico didn't pay for, and we just got that piece of shit along the southern border? He has no plans to do anything. Just like we're getting that beautiful, most amazing Trump don't care healthcare plan. Never happened. He's not going to do anything. So Kamala Harris was correct, and applaud her for calling him out and saying, yeah, an opportunity. This is the thing you care about? This is like your entire raison d'etre? Well, guess what? President Biden wanted to do something about it. You wouldn't let Republicans work with him. So there you go. Anyway, I am Michael Hain. This is Really American. If you like our content, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button. And please be sure to follow me on my TikTok account before I lose the 5th one, at Mike Hain Comedian. Talk to you later.